Social media censorship in focus. Actor Kevin Sorbo claiming that Facebook has taken down his page without warning. Facebook in a statement saying, quote, "We removed Kevin Sorbo's page for repeatedly sharing debunked claims about the coronavirus or vaccines." Well, joining me now is actor Kevin Sorbo. Kevin, good morning.
Good morning. How y'all doing there?
Good to see you. So your reaction to that statement from Facebook?
You know, they've been shadow banning me for a good year now. I have over 500,000 followers, and they only allow me to see up to 10,000 at a time when I post now. They've been there for a long time. And every time they've come back to me and say, "Hey, look, we got to get rid of this because we think this is their version of fake news," I take it down, even though I could argue with that. But, you know, I don't want to lose my page. But this time around, they just took me down. There was no warnings or anything like that. I've been more than happy to take down whatever offensive post that Facebook deemed that I should not be posting. So I question their statement saying that they gave me some warning.
Yeah, no, and cancel culture is alive and well. Brian Brenberg, hop into this.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you talk about things being removed, or Facebook talks about removing things because they're debunked. I think a lot of people look at the debunking or the fact checking and they say it's really not fact checking at all. It's somebody's opinion or the opinion of the prevailing majority. When this happens, does anybody bother to tell you why exactly things are being taken down? Explain to you what it is you've missed that's been definitively proven to be false?
No, they just seem to have a blanket statement that says this does not meet with our guidelines and we're taking it down. So, would you please take it down? Otherwise, we're going to take it. We're going to, you're going to lose your account with them. I post things that usually come from what other doctors are saying about the virus, or I post things what other people are saying about the voter fraud. And you know, if that doesn't fit their narrative, they just get rid of you. I mean, freedom of speech, obviously, as we know, has gone out the window, and it's insanity what we're going through right now. And I think it's sad. You know, I would love to have Facebook just put me back on, give me all of my followers right now, and I'll tell them to go move over to CloudHub or Parler or somewhere else so they can follow me there. I'm more than happy to leave Facebook, but don't take away the followers that were following me, because the majority of them obviously liked what I was saying and liked what my movies and TV shows that I keep them abreast of. There's always those few people that want to, you know, they love to troll you. I always get a kick out of people that post all those hate stuff back to me. I go, if you hate me, why do you follow me? It cracks me up, but you know, it doesn't bother me in the least.
Well, I was going to ask you about other social media platforms. You mentioned Parler.
Sure. Yep. And yeah, I mean, I think Parler is a good place to go. There's another one out there called CloudHub, which I think is fantastic. Jeff Brain's put together an amazing app there, an amazing social media platform to follow. So I'm jumping on board with those guys right now.
You know, cancel culture, I just mentioned this a moment ago, it seems like it's coming for everyone. You've got the Goya CEO, Chris Harrison, you know, out with the Bachelor show. I mean, how do we combat the power of these online mobs that just seemingly have just, I mean, who's going to be next?
I wish I had the answer for that. All I can say is that I find it amazing that places like Facebook have more power than our government, apparently. And the government allows them to do what they're doing right now in terms of just canceling people that they don't agree with on their own politics or whatever it may be, religious, non-religious, whatever it is. And, you know, being a Christian and a conservative in Hollywood, that kind of is like being a double leper. So I've got my own battles to deal with. And thank God for independent movies. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a career right now. So I appreciate the fact that I got things going and things are still happening. So I'm going to give a quick plug for my #1 documentary on Amazon called Before the Wrap. I'm going to throw that out there so people can check that out.
Well, I do want to bring in James Freeman, because James, you and Maria have talked a lot about this topic as well.
Yeah, thanks. Kevin, I'm glad you brought that up. I was going to ask about what kind of career penalty there is in Hollywood for having these unconventional by Hollywood standard views. I mean, are there people who say, I'd like to work with you, but I just can't? Or what's the feedback?
Oh, yeah, that's happened. You know, my agent and my manager both behind closed doors tell me we can't do it anymore because of the things that you say. And I'm going, wow, isn't this the industry that always screams for tolerance and freedom of speech? But apparently those things are all one-way streets. So it's a battle I got to keep going with. And, you know, I love the industry. I don't harbor all that hate and anger that the left harbors against people that are on the right. I don't get it. It's just sad how much divide that's been going on in our country over the last 10, 12 years, and it just seems to be accelerating on itself. And that makes me sad. To me, it's like, why can't we just have a debate without anger and hate and violence coming into it? To me, let's just go, you know, you have your point of view, I have my point of view, and move on.
And you've been victimized by Facebook for sure. Kevin Sorbo, thank you very much. I do want to plug once again that new documentary, Against the Tide. Go to againstthetide.movie for more info. Kevin, it's good to see you.
Want to? That just came out this month, so please check it out. It's a wonderful documentary. It's on the, I call it apologetics for dummies like me. So I hope people do check it out.
I will definitely check it out. Kevin, thank you so much.